it's graded. Now we'll quickly look at essay writing. Okay. This is essay writing. Go through this. See what you're being informed. In the examination, this is exactly what you'll find. Your topic will look like this. Hey, अर्को कुरो, we're going to practice the same topic. So please note it down. र एक्जामिनेसनमा चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ मेन टपिक हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ बोल्डमा हुन्छ अनि आइटालिक्समा हुन्छ अरू वर्डभन्दा अलिक ढल्केको छ इफ यु माइट हेभ नोटिस सो इट्स इन आइटालिक्स एन्ड बोल्डमा है सो यु कपी दिस टपिक दिस अनि द रिमेनिङ वर्ड चाहिँ यु स्टडी इट के भयो पेन चाहिँ फेरि कसो हुनु Okay. Now that you've copied it, can anybody tell me how much time do we need to spend in essay writing? Okay. Essay writing, you have to spend 40 minutes. Report writing, 20 minutes. So 40 minutes, if you notice it, that's very good time. Right? 40 minutes essay writing and report writing, as I said, 20 minutes. तर यस्तो हुन्छ अब त्यो hard and fast rule हैन तिमीलाई 1 hour दिएको छ अनि report writing भनेको कम मार्क्सको पनि भयो प्लस 150 words मात्र लेख्नुपर्छ अब essay writing मा चाहिँ you have to write at least 250 words. Hey, so how much is 250 words? कति लेख्ने भन्ने कुरा आयो. If you have let's say a standard size copy हो भने चाहिँ you would write 2 pages. Not more than that. Don't go beyond 2 pages. Now, if you're using a copy that's an A4 size, हिजो आज कपीहरू फेरि लामो पाउँछ नि A4 size. यो भयो A4 size paper. हैन? This is a A4 size paper. So your A4 size paper मा चाहिँ if you have a copy of this size, okay, you write around 1.5 page. 2 page पनि लेख्नु पर्छ. If you have a smaller copy, 2 pages. Don't go beyond it. If you write an essay of around 2 pages, it will probably come to around 250, then go look at the body when you go 320, 350 words around. 320, 340 of the range. So you're writing another 80 words more or something like that. All right. So remember always around 2 pages. Don't go beyond it. So that will be the average length when you write it in a copy. The other thing you should also do is for your writing answer sheet, the sample answer sheet, you go into ielts.org, www.ielts.org. Yeah, now I think British Council ki kuncha website mancha or a website mancha. What you want to do is you want to download and print out the answer sheet. Okay, junja examination my use person to sample answer sheet. Okay, examination exactly the type kuncha answer sheet. You can actually download it and practice writing your answers there. So ielts.org. All right. So try to get those sample answer sheet. I think British Council go website, ma'am. So you could write britishcouncil.org/Nepal. All right. So you get those stuff. Now, so a lot of people think like, okay, essay writing carries 6 marks, report writing carries only 3. So should I start with essay writing first because it carries more marks? That'll be absolutely wrong. What I would say is first start with report writing. Get it done. 20 minutes, 25 minutes complete. 25 my complete you get 35 minutes to write essay, which is still very good time. It's for you to manage your time. 35 minutes of gym ramble. TOEFL you get 25 minutes to type a essay. Typing writing is more natural. All right. Typing we make a lot of typos, typing errors. And you get only 25 minutes to think and to write an essay. So I think there's a whole lot of advantage. So make the most of it. Okay. Now, we have noticed the time. We have also noticed and noted the number of words. It should be over 250. If you write an essay of less than 250, all right, you'll be penalized. So the examiners are going to count every word. Please remember it. Okay, now, Yanni will read this instruction. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. So when you write an essay, answer you have to give reasons. You have to give reasons why. Just say, Yanni, do you agree or disagree with this? So why you agree, why you disagree, you have to give reasons. And then you support your reasons with examples. So remember, your bio reasons, you're taking one side, you give reasons, the reasons supported by examples. And what kind of examples will you give? From your personal experience, from your own knowledge or your own experience. So when you write an essay, after knowledge, after experience. So all these essay, you don't have to think about some brilliant ideas. Okay, reasons reason support examples after personal example. You think, how would this topic affect me personally? And Kate is forgotten about it, so with which I can relate to this topic. In most cases, kind of Afno person Afno close one your mom, your dad, your friends, your cousins, and take those examples and support your essay. So remember, when you give examples, you can think about everyday examples. All right. Now, coming to the main topic. 40 minutes, we have noted it down. Number of words, we've noted it. Give reasons, relevant examples. Okay, we've already noted this. Now, time to discuss the main topic. The threat of nuclear weapons maintains world peace. Nuclear power provides cheap and clean energy. Look at it very carefully. This is the background information. This is not the main topic. The topic, the question Sunchasa is based on it, basically. The main Junja tasks are you. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So in the examination, when you get such essay writing, important words are like underline highlight. So you're supposed to write whether you agree or disagree with this opinion. You don't topic the here's an opinion that's been mentioned. Okay, you have to either agree or disagree. And you have to make your extent, the degree of your agreement or disagreement very clear. I completely agree. I fully support it. I agree to a certain extent. I agree to it partially. Just the word. Completely got it partially to a certain extent. Completely agree. I support it completely. I strongly agree. Right? Now, the main topic here. The threat of nuclear weapons maintains world peace. So here, the writer of the opinion of this opinion says that because people have nuclear weapons and because nuclear weapons are dangerous, okay, people don't use it. Countries don't use it because they know that when they destroy the enemy, they're going to destroy themselves. Like let's say India and Pakistan, both are nuclear armed, or even China, and the US, China and US, or US, Russia and US. They're all nuclear armed. They know that if one of it uses, the other one is also going to use. So nobody's going to survive. And because of that, nuclear weapons to make them dangerous. Okay, people don't use it, and that maintains world peace. So nuclear weapons help to maintain world peace. You the arguments, hey? Nuclear weapons help to maintain world peace. To buy nuclear weapons. Nuclear power, you buy weapons, remember, nuclear power. Nuclear power to generate electricity. Nuclear power provides cheap and clean energy. Very true. So advantage nuclear weapons will maintain world peace because people don't want to use it because it's too dangerous. Nuclear power, we have nuclear power plants, okay, where through nuclear reactors it can generate clean and cheap energy, unlike coal or thermal power, okay, where you use coal. It's very polluting. So these are the 2 points. What about nuclear weapons? What about nuclear power? Now, isko background we go further with the topic. See how we have to evaluate the topic. The benefits of nuclear technology. Of nuclear technology, when you go, combining both of it together, both when you go, nuclear weapons and nuclear power. Combine it together, you get nuclear technology. So the benefits of nuclear technology far outweigh the disadvantages. So nuclear technology is much more beneficial than having more drawbacks. It has its drawbacks, but at the end, nuclear technology has more benefits. When it's your argument, sir, your argument, let's say, you either have to agree or disagree. So evaluating the topic is very important. Ekdam important. So we really need to evaluate the topic properly. All right. So once again, take a good look. No, nuclear weapons and nuclear power. Nuclear power is peaceful, basically, to generate electricity. They both refer to nuclear technology. And it's beneficial. Why? Nuclear weapons maintain world peace. Nuclear power produces cheap energy. So I'm sure everybody has understood the topic. Clear? Okay, question? Is there any question on or any difficulty in not understanding the topic? Let me know. Anybody? Anybody?
No, sir.
So it looks like everybody's understood. So nobody's speaking, which means I'll assume that you've understood. Such good students, my goodness. The perfect students. Oh, my God. Okay, so it looks like everybody's understood this. Good. Now we'll move on further. Takes it. Now, यो भयो हाम्रो टपिक अब यसलाई हामीले प्लान गर्नु पर्यो सो जहिले पनि यसै लेख्नु अगाडि we need to plan, right? So I'll stop this एकैछिनलाई. Now let's go on to the next stage. What we do. The next thing that we do before we write an essay. We need to plan our essay. So out of 40 minutes, we'll take around 5 minutes to plan. All right, always take 5 minutes and plan the essay well, out of 40 minutes. So let's see what we do. How do we plan? So this planning, as we can see, is called brainstorming. So basically, let's put it this way. This is a basic idea. So you will not take the entire 40 minutes to write an essay. And sometimes, if you find writing task 1 is a little difficult to understand in the exams, you would have invested 5 minutes more there for writing task 1. So that basically leaves you with 35 minutes to write an essay. And out of 35 minutes, which is very good time, you take 5 minutes to plan. Never ever rush to write an essay. Major mistakes students are के गर्छ समय कम छ मैले मेरो एसे कम्प्लिट हुँदैन होला भन्ने डरले चाहिँ स्टुडेन्ट्सहरुले चाहिँ प्लान राम्रो गर्दैन अनि भटाभट लेख्न थाल्छ अनि लेख्दै जाँदा बिचमा के हुन्छ एसे यु नो इट एसे त हामीले स्कुलमा पनि लेखेको कतिचोटी अनि कतिचोटी चाहिँ त्यो एसे हैज गन अफ द ट्र्याक यु नो बिकज वी डोन्ट प्लान राइट सो टेक 5 full minutes to plan the essay. That leaves you with 30 to 35 minutes to write an essay. And then you'll also take 2 to 3 minutes to check an essay. In essay writing matter, you can also check task 1. Right? So think about 30 to 35 minutes of writing and 5 minutes planning. Okay. Now, now, when we are just about to plan this essay, I'll stop this. I'll share a new screen again. The essay writing screen share. Check this. How do we plan for this essay? All right. It's my case. Let's check the points again. What it claims is nuclear weapons is good because it maintains world peace. Nuclear power is good because it's cheap and clean energy. Right? So therefore, because of these two, the benefits of nuclear technology far outweigh the disadvantage. There are more advantages than disadvantages. Then the question says, do you agree or disagree? Plan so how do we plan? Let's take a look. This is what you're going to do when you plan. Now you'll take a full page, take a complete page. अनि त्यो पेजलाई चाहिँ हुन्छ नि एउटा फुल पेजमा चाहिँ ठक्कै यसरी स्क्वायर बनाएर ओके यु ड्र यु मेक 4 स्क्वायर्स चारवटा यो ग्रुप भयो 4 स्क्वायर्स एउटा फुल पेजमा एन्ड त्यसलाई हराइजोन्टली राख्यो अझै राम्रो हुन्छ यु नो लाइक रादर देन किपिङ इट स्ट्रेट फरवर्ड यो पेजलाई यसरी यु नो वाट यु कल एज द पोर्ट्रेट वे नराखेर ल्यान्डस्केप राइट यु किप इट हराइजोन्टली इन दिस वे अनि ठ्याक्कै हाफ बनायो त्यहाँबाट अर्को हाफ याद है सो यु गेट मोर स्पेस सो द्याट वे यु गेटिङ 4 corners अनि त्यहाँनिर एडभान्टेजेस अफ न्युक्लियर पावर अर्कोमा एडभान्टेजेस अफ न्युक्लियर वेपन्स अनि डिसएडभान्टेज न्युक्लियर पावर डिसएडभान्टेज न्युक्लियर वेपन्स राइट दिस यति चाहिँ लेखिराख यो हाम्रो प्लानिङ भयो So, 5 minutes of planning is very, very, very important. It's very crucial. Okay, give me some time. Any question? Let me know. Which my confusion. Please let me know. Furba Buddhasa, Sharmila Furba. Okay. Anybody, right? Key confusion. Let me know. Oh, I'm like 4 भाग गरे the paper को है ना. The 4 भाग में से then we write some of the advantages. So what could यहाँ से you will start writing. What could be the advantages of nuclear power? Let's discuss before you start writing. Anybody? Furba. You tell me, what could be the advantages of nuclear power? हामीले अघि क्वेसनबाट हामीले कतिवटा पोइन्ट्स देख्यौ We got some idea from the topic. See, topic बाट हाम्रो आइडिया आयो यहाँनिर Right? We got some idea from the topic. Nuclear power is it provides clean and cheap energy. Nuclear weapons maintains world peace. So the question itself provides us some ideas, sometimes, not always, sometimes. So advantages of nuclear power provides clean and cheap energy. In comparison to, anybody? In comparison to what?
Cool.
In comparison to fossil fuels, like coal. Thermal power plants where they burn coal. So in comparison to non-renewable sources of energy like fossil fuels, coal, okay, it's much more advantageous. It's clean, it's less polluting. So you could write those points. Note it down. So nuclear power, clean. Lamo sentence lekhnu parदैन है short lekhne. Clean and cheap energy. यहाँनिर आफ्नो त्यो कपीमा लेख clean and cheap energy compared to coal. Okay, we are done. Now, to the advantage. What could be the disadvantage of nuclear power? Anybody? Advantage ta tha ba. What could be the disadvantage?
Pollution.
Nuclear power. In comparison to coal, all right, nuclear power produce it's cheaper and it's cleaner, actually. But it's less polluted. So I mean, advantage. Cheaper and less polluted in comparison to coal. The disadvantage is nuclear power.
Pollution.
Okay, hang on there, one at a time. Football, what were you saying?
There will be more pollution, sir.
Pollution hudaina, football, I'm telling you. Trust me, there's less pollution. Nuclear power, when it burns, it's cleaner energy. Coal burn electricity generate it produces a lot of pollution. So nuclear power is less polluting. So anybody? Yeah, someone is saying something. Go on. Trishla, Vijay, Yunesh, go on. Give me some points. What should be the disadvantage of nuclear power?
Nuclear power is expensive to build.
Nuclear power is expensive to build. Very good. Very good. Not all countries have the technology. And then, because there are only a limited number of countries who have the technology, you'll have to invite them to build for you, and they're going to charge good money for the transfer of technology. So nuclear power, in order to build a nuclear power plant, it's very expensive. So yes, very right, Django. Disadvantage is it's expensive to build. So note that disadvantage, man. हामीले दुईटा लेख्नुपर्छ है, एडभान्टेज डिसएडभान्टेज बिफोर वी राइट एन एसे सबै कुरोलाई पहिला लेख्नु एक्सपेन्सिभ टु बिल्ड. Reactor meltdown, complete meltdown भयो, radiation leak भयो. त्यो radiation leak हुँदाखेरि you had to remove all the people and a lot of people died. अनि त्यो radiation चाहिँ त्यो हावाले लिएर गएर पुरा युरोपमा पनि फिज्यो. अनि Chernobylको अहिले पनि after like I think it's around 30-40 years ago, the city is like a ghost town. Okay, everything is still contaminated. Radiation level is still very high. Chernobylमा चाहिँ के गर्दैछ युक्रेनको फेरि अलिकति enterprising peopleहरूले governmentहरूले they're doing this Chernobyl disaster tourism. So for people who can take the risk, they wear protective clothing, mask right? Any nuclear radiation reading machine pani liera. They're trying that on an experimental basis. You can take a trip of the ghost town. Interesting. So out of a disaster, they're trying to turn it into an advantage. All right, so example, I'm little like always write examples. You can always think about example. Just some advantage of nuclear power. We have written it's cheaper and cleaner in comparison to coal. Coal, yeah, fossil fuel, one example. Yaniro, expensive to build, needs skilled human resources. Money could result in a nuclear disaster. An example, Chernobyl, Russia or Japan. Fukushima, if you can think of it. Okay, to buy nuclear power. Now let's go into nuclear weapons. Advantage of nuclear weapons? Can you point that out?
To maintain peace.
Because of the danger of nuclear weapons being used, all right, people are frightened to use nuclear weapons. It can destroy the enemy, it can destroy everybody. It maintains world peace. So nuclear weapons actually is frightening. It's totally frightening. I'm letting imagine something. Katiko devastating. Hiroshima and Nagasaki explode gori atomic bomb. The one that I let them 10, 20, 30 guna is powerful. So we just can't imagine. Worst thing, just imagine this. Junja nuclear weapons are okay, it's in the hands of the military. Military could use force. But what? Your force must have if terrorists or little force, military force may infiltrate with spies or so. What if the person the army officer, okay, who is in charge of launching the missile, is a terrorist or has been brainwashed by the terrorist. It just needs one tiny mistake, or what if there's a mistake? One tiny mistake. Finished. We're all finished. We'll all be blown to high heavens. Anyway, so advantages of nuclear weapons, the danger of nuclear weapons, destroying the entire world, prevents using it. What would be the disadvantages of nuclear weapons? Anybody? Simple cha you, Punjaru. Let's discuss the disadvantage.
Non-renewable resource.
Sorry, Jangmu?
It's a non-renewable resource.
Okay, but then even coal is a non-renewable resource. You could say that. Yeah, if you think about uranium-rich places, it's only you find uranium in only certain areas, radioactive elements, right? In certain parts of the world. So it's a non-renewable resource, extremely valuable and non-renewable. All right. What else? What could be other disadvantages? Anybody? Jangma is mentioned